You know what I love about serving the health and fitness industry is that all of us are coming from a really genuine, great place. We all want to help and serve other people. What I find interesting though is that a lot of times, whether it's our clients or people in general in our space, they're not really sure about who they want to serve. And if they are sure about that, sometimes they feel their story doesn't connect with their audience. So I want to share how to kind of get around this. And I'll just share my mission / vision with Healthpreneur is to help 1 billion people on the planet. That's both on the health side as well as on the business side. And really the core of what we're doing is helping people end suffering. And the reason for that is because I've been through my fair degree of suffering, and I'm sure you have as well. Suffering obviously is a choice if we really think about the semantics of it. But anyways, if we want to call it pain, suffering, discomfort, whatever. When I was 17, I lost all my hair. That's why I don't have any hair. I have an autoimmune condition called alopecia. I grew it back as I got into health. That was really what got me into health, was the fact that I lost my hair. And I was like, hey, I want to figure this out. So I did. And then a number of years ago, I took my son to the doctor. And while I was there, she was like, hey, you should get a tetanus shot. And my hair fell out again. And that's why you see what you see. Anyways, I don't care about the hair. It's not a big deal. I feel great. I'm fitter and healthier than I have been in a long time. But the reason I'm sharing this with you is because that situation that happened, it wasn't good or bad. It was necessary to help me move into what I'm doing now. So it got me initially into building, eventually, a very successful health and fitness business, but it wasn't successful for quite some time as I was learning the ropes. And then from that success, a lot of people started asking for business advice and marketing help and all that kind of stuff. And that's really why we created Healthpreneur. So everything that happens in your life is the next step to the next thing. So I want you to think about in your business with your story. Like, for instance, I don't help people with alopecia. I never have. So I might say to myself, well, if I want to help people lose weight, I've never had a weight issue. If anything, I was too thin when I was younger. What's the connection there? Well, the connection was that I felt like an alien in my own body. So the connection was emotionally very similar to what a lot of people with weight issues are experiencing. And that was how I related my story to what they're going through. Very similarly, in business, I mean, listen, I've been through all the challenges that most entrepreneurs go through, so I can very easily relate to that with them. But with your business, like we have a client who helps people, or women specifically, with osteoporosis, and he doesn't really have osteoporosis because he's younger and fitter and so forth. So he said, like, how do I share my story around this? And I said, listen, that's a great question. And the reality is that there's a reason you want to help people with osteoporosis. Either it was you that went through it, which it's not in this case, or it's someone very close to you, a client, or some type of moment or experience in your life that got you to say enough is enough. I have a good friend, Peter Osborne, who's one of the foremost experts in gluten and kind of gluten-free living. And he never dealt with any kind of celiac related issues, but he had a patient, a kid, who did. And this child walks into his practice one day with his parents, and that one moment where he experienced what that kid was going through was enough to put Peter on a mission for, still to this day, this is more than 2 decades now, of helping people get off gluten, repair their bodies, all that stuff. So I think it's important to share your vision, share your mission, share your why, because we're all doing something for a reason, and it's not about making money. Yeah, I want you to be extremely wealthy. You should be. I want to make a lot of money. I'm very grateful for the money I've made. I'm more grateful for the people that I've served, because that is how we make money, by helping people. So it's a lot easier to make money and enjoy the life you're building if you connect to the why, if you connect what you're doing to the service you're providing, to the suffering you're ending, to the transformations you're creating for the people you serve. Okay? So I would love to know from you, what is your mission? What is your vision? What is it like? Why do you do what you do? Let me know in the comments below. I'd just love to get a better sense of who you are, why you do what you do, And I think, listen, as health entrepreneurs, we are extremely blessed. This is the best market, industry, whatever you want to call it, to work within. What we do, I believe, is far more impactful than any other profession. And I hope you do as well. So let me know in the comments below, and let's get this little discussion going.